decided I'm gonna build a boat. Like a real live boat. Right here. So it doesn't look like it's very long, but I got like I'm gonna build a 20-foot boat out of wood. I got all the room, a lot of tools. I already had a GoPro. Okay, so I've done like an hour or two's worth of research on building boats. There's not a lot of YouTube channels out there, which is concerning, but maybe promising. Maybe people want to watch a guy build a boat. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But what I have found out is I have the tools to build a house. I don't have a lot of boat building tools. I don't have any boat building tools. So we got stuff coming. The plans that I ordered for the boat, the Sweet Caroline, were in Spokane, Washington, which is like, not counting crossing the border, like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours worth of driving from here. I woke up this morning, they're in Los Angeles, some suburb in Los Angeles. Tomorrow's July 4th. Probably not going to see the plants till next week, but that's good, because I have some stuff to set up. I have some stuff to buy. I'm going to need a proper planer. I've got a jointer. I've got that guy over there. I got a camera I'm shooting on. My grandpa gave me that. I've got, like I said, I've got this jointer. But I need like a proper, like, tabletop plane. Probably just a DeWalt 13-inch. Anyway, from the videos I've watched, I'm gonna wear this thing out. Never had a reason to get one because, I don't know, I got a battery-powered electric one, but I guess this is better. So I got a number 4. Gonna have to get that set up. Check that thing out. I'm gonna be so sick of using this goddamn thing by spring. So I got a planer. Like I said, we're gonna have to figure out how to use that. I mean, I'll read these, but probably just gonna go watch a YouTube video as per. I've got a little block plane. It's not as high quality as that one, but honestly I don't think it's gonna matter as long as I keep it sharp, which I'm gonna probably have to buy a wheel. There's probably a proper name for it to keep these sharp. Buddy Action that I was watching build his with his son said they were sharpening theirs every 30 minutes. So that's promising. And then I bought this guy. We're gonna throw this in right now quick while we're waiting on the plans. It's gonna attach to my little router. I might get a proper, like, heavy duty, like, plunge router. I've just got like basically a little trim router, but it's DeWalt, it's got warranty. If I blow it up, they'll fix it. So let's get this little guy installed. Okay, so pretty simple. Basically what we're gonna do, set this into the table. Underneath the table, we'll screw this in, maybe, depending if I can get the holes in the right spot. And then once that's screwed in, I'll have a nice flat surface for when the templates are done and I need to start making pieces for the boat. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Is this video even going to make sense? I don't know. I don't do YouTube videos. I build houses. Crap. Houses and crap. I don't think you're allowed to swear. Almost positive you're not allowed to swear. Okay, let's get started with seeing if this thing's even going to fit. These holes don't line up with the holes in my router. The way this works, if you're watching this right now, it's not because you want to learn about tools. You're either a carpenter guy who knows about tools and wants to see some guy fumble his way through building a boat. But anyway, if you're not, and for whatever reason you're still here, spin this, it adjusts your bit up and down depending on your thickness of your material. So I need this essentially there, boom boom, to the top of the table, but it doesn't line up. So I'm going to mount this to the bottom side of the table. Then I'm going to cover this and mount this to the top side of the table. And it's same. Just one extra step. One extra step. I'm going to get that on a t-shirt because I have a feeling. One extra step. I have a feeling I'm going to end up just buying a router table, a proper one. But I'm going to be spending a lot of money on a lot of stuff here over the next probably year. I'm guessing this is going to take me a year. Now, honestly, this is just so I can have a nice, like I could do this, hold the part, run the router around my template. There's a lot of templates, a lot of pieces, so it's just gonna make it easier. I am gonna freehand it. Do I want to freehand it? Yeah, I also want to take that screw out of there before. If you're not using the quiet hydraulic, you're missing out, bud. This thing is slick as baby. I'm not allowed to swear. Quit swearing. That's an impact. That's quiet. Come look at this. Router blades. He doesn't work here anymore. I think it's gonna work just fine. The other thing that this is going to help with is on the back of this little half router table, I'll be able to hook the old vacuum up for a little bit of dust collection, because you're about to witness the dust collection I have right now. I don't know if this is going to pick this up very good. That's the idea. Slide that little guy in there. Give her the old This goes down here. And voila. Notice I did all that with no battery in it. I don't trust it. I do have, you can probably see it in the frame. Yep. Right back there, I've got a little 120 volt dust collection. We're gonna get that set up, but I think we're gonna get it set up in a way that it's mainly for the tabletop router when that comes. Because the people that are smarter than me on the internet say that DeWalt benchtop router don't work very good unless it's got dust collection. Gets gummed up. Maybe maybe a little Action Jackson right here. Okay, probably should drill a little hole to get this started, but we're not gonna. Little orbital with just a couple tiny little spots. It's not that high. Here's the thing. I have this little faith in this jig. In one, this little router and this little being enough. I'm hoping it is. Two, I don't think I'm keeping the table, because I'm building a giant boat. I'm gonna have to make it a bit smaller. And three, I'm saving all the perfectness and fussiness for the boat. Right now I'm just trying to get half-assed ready, practice making a video, practice editing a video, practice getting the audio right. Got my little fuzzy microphone. And yeah, that's why it's not perfect. It's so incredibly close. Probably gonna have to get a new set of chisels, because these ones have been framing chisels and nails and whatnot. That thing's about to give up the ghost. Okay. That needs a hole. Oh yeah, I have to dado out the way these screws are designed. They slide underneath there. This was $40 instead of like $300. Probably closer to $500 if I wanted a good one. So we're gonna see if we can make this work off the start. Who knows? Maybe this time next year, a couple of you guys will be following me. And I can justify getting a fancy one. Okay, let's say slap some screws in this son. Call her a day, go practice editing. Okay, that's installed. I'll leave it here because I'm going to need it all tomorrow. Okay, well, good news is GoPro battery died. So who knows how much footage we lost there. Good news is battery died in the mic, so probably no audio for anything I just said. Awesome. Long story short, lumber pile's gone. Gonna finish up my workbench, get some of these tools kind of consolidated over here so I got the room. I think I'm gonna run the boat diagonal through here. Just give me a little bit more room to get in and out and kind of do my thing. Probably won't be using that router table as much as I thought. Just with the plans, I don't have multiple frames that are the same, so I don't really need a template to duplicate them so that they're all identical twins. Erroneous on both counts. That being said, we're going to finish getting the shop ready, and that'll be the end of the kind of prelude video. Getting my feet wet, playing with the cameras, playing with the microphones, getting everything kind of sorted and situated. Seeing how I like things. Like I can already tell I want that camera shooting this way, just because of all the light I got out here and lack of light I got over there. I'm probably in the shadows a little bit here, but that's we'll live with it for now. So yeah, that'll conclude the prelude video. We'll get this done up, little time lapse there, just to kind of play with that while we're editing. And episode 1 will be getting this frame built, getting it level, getting it plumb, so we can start making frames and building the boat. I mean, I think it's that easy. We just build a frame, and then we build another frame for the frames to go on, and then we put plywood on the frames and put fiberglass on that, flip her over, build some seats, slap an engine on it. I mean, we should be fishing by May long. I don't see why not. Okay, let's do it. What you think? You gonna go on a boat ride? Yeah. So I messed up the footage for the rest of the bench build. And the audio is gone for finishing my little miter table insert there. So we'll cut to that. You can see me finishing that up. Then we'll get the planer set up. We'll get the jointer set up. And then we'll start our very first video, building the frame. Just a couple of things while we're in the middle here. If you stick around to episode 3, you'll see my first frame and how I messed up my first ever batch of epoxy. So that's good. We're off to a wicked start there. And we haven't even got a video on YouTube yet, and we're already like, man, this YouTube thing is not as easy as it looks. So again, hats off to the YouTube guys I watch, because there's a little bit more to it than just throwing a camera up in the corner and hitting record. But anyway, I digress. Here's the rest of the footage of me installing the router table. Okay, so if you've made it this far, you can see that I'm having a little bit of issues with my microphones, and I come out to the garage to see now that my DLSR is got dead batteries, so we're only GoPro on this footage. This little Bluetooth microphone that I bought off of Amazon for cheap, I think it was like $100.
I keep bumping it and muting it, and then not realizing until I've done a full day of recording, so that's been awesome. But right here, we're just cutting out room to be able to fasten the router directly to this uh, plate right here. And you can kind of get a better look now at how that's set up. Um, I will kind of spin the camera around at the end and show you it all hooked up. I went and got a different router, so I don't have to use my cordless one. It'll just end up lasting a little longer with work and stuff. The last thing I need is to be sending away stuff to get fixed and things like that. So I thought a little better of saying to hell with it and running the cordless one till it died. Anyway, so just getting this set up, and we're going to be off to video 2. Again, if you've made it this far, much appreciated. Now would be a great time to hit the like button, share it with a friend, let them know there's a crazy guy in a garage building a boat, and he's trying to put it on YouTube. He can't even get audio or video to work right. So, I mean, theoretically, this should be the worst quality video I do. We'll see here, but I mean, it can only go up from here, really. It can only go up from here. So I've almost got the router set up. Right here I figure out that there's a little knob in the way, so I'm just making a channel in the back of the table to get that fastened proper. And now I'm going to try and get my power bar hooked up. I'm sure you've seen this tip 1,000 times on YouTube or Instagram. When you're trying to get these holes lined up when you're to your charger or power bar or just about anything, just throw some masking tape on it and boom. You've got a little template to mount whatever you want on your workbench, on the wall, don't matter. So get that screwed on. We'll get all the cords kind of wrapped up nice, and that'll be a wrap for this video. You'll see I got a little remote here. That's just so I can keep the power on all the time and turn it on and off from my pocket. Dust collection, router, all that fires right up. It's pretty slick. Just a little plug you can get off Amazon, about $100. But and yeah, I'll record a little video here about 2 weeks in the future.
Okay, so been a couple weeks here, but finally getting some editing done and getting the wheels in motion to make this YouTube stuff happen. But I thought I'd show you this while we close out this video here. Pretty straightforward. Just adjust this, and you've got a nice fence, flat table. Actually, I've got a template made here. One second. So yeah, you can see how big this is. This is 4 feet wide. This is a template for the stem. That'll be in one of the first couple of videos I do making that. But the idea here is get 3 pieces of the 1/2-inch marine ply and get those roughly this shape. Fasten this to that. And then when I run it through this router, they're identical. And less fairing, less, small adjustments, etc., etc. So just trying to get it as good as I can early so that it saves me some time later on. But yeah, that'll do it for this first video. It's starting to get a little long. I think we're up into the 30-minute mark now. So the next one will show you getting the planer, jointer set up, and then video 1, so it'll be the third video in, will be building some boat parts. We're going to get after it. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check us a like, maybe subscribe, and if you got any questions or notice anything, some tips or whatever, leave a comment. Thanks. See you on the next one.